As someone who donated to the Boogerman fucking what do you call that Kickstarter when they were gonna do a new Boogerman, I was like, yeah, the time is right. The world needs Boogerman now more than ever. See, in addition, you're right that you would recommend Earthworm Jim 2 over Earthworm Jim 1. Because in addition to being easier, it's just a far more fun game. See, as a kid, any game that was funny, I liked. And I'm using funny in very big quotation marks. So like Earthworm Jim, Play Fighter, Boogerman. I didn't have the PC, so I couldn't play like LucasArts adventure games, although I'm sure I would have loved them. Games with a humor aesthetic. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think there are legit, like, Earthworm Jim is actually funny. In my opinion. Like, there are jokes in there that still work. And Earthworm Jim 2 as well. Like, when the first fight with Bob the Goldfish, and it does, like, the Mortal Kombat, like, fight. And then he just takes him out of the bowl and eats him. Like, that's funny. Or, like, the whole level where it's like this surreal nightmare where you're a salamander flying through ganglia, and then at the end it's just a game show where the questions don't make any sense. And they have questions like, what color is Jim's red gun? You can't answer red. Or how when you beat it, Princess What's-Her-Name, after you rescue her, she unzips her body and it's just a cow in a costume. And you think that's going to be the twist, but then Jim unzips his body and he's been a cow this whole time as well. Funniest game ever, MDK2. I don't know what MDK2 is. And so the heroic cow rescued the lovely cow from the evil cow. That's right, I forgot. The third level of the joke was that Psychro was also a cow. Like, it's funny in a Gary Larson kind of way. Mortal Kombat 2. Oh, of course. Do you just push buttons on the microwave? It's on my fan. I'm very warm. You grew up on his comics? You mean Gary Larson? Farside rules. Gary Larson is like the only cartoonist who can make a drawing sarcastic. You know? You son of... The animated Far Side special is on YouTube? Is that new? There's a Simpsons gag I never understood where Homer gets a Gary Larson calendar and he's flipping through it, and each time he laughs and says, "I don't get it." I never found Gary Larson's humor to be particularly difficult to understand. This level seems hard. This level is ridiculous. Like, the previous one was hard. This one feels impossible. Like, this is a game for children. He doesn't have a one... Well, the monster has a one-hit kill, but Mucus doesn't. But he can trap you. Like, it feels like my dash used to knock him a lot farther. But he doesn't really get knocked very far, like, in the third level. And every time I get him close, he starts spinning and I can't hit him. Such bullshit. That should have got him, in my opinion. Okay, alright, you know what? Just be aggressive. Be aggressive. Just went girly at the tourney and its killer be killed. The dungeon master was the bastard known as Pliny the Ill, but I can feel it coming through the air that night. Oh Lord, my sword's out. Jesus, to just avert your eyes. Took me years to develop these skills. I'm invincible thanks to these pills. The road is paved with knaves that have horribly slain. See me coming, better run for those hills. You son of a bitch. While you were out having fun, I mastered the bungee rope. I don't know who else has watched the Game Grumps play House Party, which is a disgusting game. And I don't mean disgusting in the way that Earthworm Jim is disgusting, I mean like morally. It's very rapey as a game, but their playthrough of it is amazing. But they rigged the contest so that they were put into the game, and one of Dan's idol quotes is, while you were studying, I mastered the blade. Or while you were partying, I mastered the blade, rather. Like, it's hard for me to contain, like, fucking House Party is so gross. But fucking, how's it going, dude? It's so fucking funny. Aaron from GG gives me mad boss vibes. You think? I think by like all accounts, he's a pretty good boss to work for. See, every time I got him where I want him, he starts spinning like a coward. He's afraid of me. He's afraid to die. Think I could make a beer and snack run but still make it before Thought Slime wins? I don't think so, Katie. I don't think you could, actually. I think I'm gonna beat it real quick, and you're gonna go out there, you're gonna get your beer and snacks, you're gonna come back, you're gonna have beer and snacks, you're gonna have nothing to watch. Because guess what? I'll have already beaten the game. And it'll be so fucking funny. Everybody will be like, oh, he was so funny later, in the later levels. It made up for watching him struggle with major mucus. It was so funny, you should have been there, but you weren't. The key to this level is to prey upon his fear? Okay. I just have to become Batman. Where are the drugs? Where are the drugs? I'm gonna wake up everyone in my house. Swear to me! It honestly does seem to be working. I have vengeance, I am the night. I'm not wearing hockey pads. I'm not wearing hockey pads. It's not what we do to find who we are. I don't wear hockey pads. I believed in Herbie Dent. I want to see Robert Pattinson Batman. I think he's going to be a good Batman. If anyone still thinks Robert Pattinson's a bad actor, you need to see The fucking Lighthouse. And grow up. Grow up and watch The Lighthouse like an adult. Lighthouse is so fucking good. If you haven't seen it, it's a lot of fun. It describing it makes it sound wildly inaccessible. It is not. Like, it's a black and white movie about two sailors in the early 19th century, or sorry, late 19th century, and they're gradually losing their minds. It's in black and white and in 4:3. I know it's not actually in 4:3, it's in some aspect ratio that looks like 4:3 but isn't actually, but fucking get over it, nerds. And it is incredible. It's an incredible movie. I did a whole review of it on Scaredy Cats. It is a really fun movie, and Willem Dafoe in that movie is incredible. Like, Robert Pattinson is good. I would say great. He was great in that movie, but Willem Dafoe, holy shit. Like, it's Willem Dafoe at his Willem Dafoeist. Like, you know the parts in Spider-Man when Willem Dafoe got to be the Green Goblin, not just Norman Osborn, and he would make his face do crazy shit? it's like a whole movie where he gets to do that, but he's, instead of being a green goblin, he's a salty sea dog that farts all the time, and is still one of the most intense characters you can imagine. He gives this monologue that is like this uninterrupted 5-minute monologue that is one of the most bewitching things I've ever seen. There's also mermaid genitals, so it's got that going for it. That's right. I thought you liked me, lobster. Isn't the lighthouse in 1-1 in that it's perfectly square? I don't think it's perfectly square. Have I seen Hereditary? Hell yeah, I've seen Hereditary. Hereditary is like one of my favorite movies of the past 10 years. There's no way Hereditary wasn't on my top 10 list of best horror of the decade. It's simply impossible that it wasn't on there, because it would... I would be surprised if it wasn't my number one, to be honest. No, probably number one was The Vivitch, actually. But that is a tough choice between Hereditary and The Vivitch. Both of which I loved. It's my favorite character in Jaws, Bruce the Shark. Don't move from the wall so early on. When you come up, he follows you to the center. Oh, really? But then he'll knock me if I don't move from the wall, is the problem. Robert Pattinson seems to be dedicating his career to strange artsy movies. I don't know. He's gonna play Batman, which is about as far from that as you can get. Fun fact, there's someone that messaged me very upset about my Batman video after it came out, and saying, like, you're basically approving of the Iraq War by being a Batman fan, or saying that Batman specifically isn't fascist. And I didn't respond because, like, why on earth would I do that? And they messaged me again today with the single word asshole. And I had a good laugh. It's my birthday. And you're mad that I made a video where I said the cartoon man wasn't a fascist 3 years ago. You son of a bitch.
Happy birthday. Have you seen anything by Satoshi
Kon? So Satoshi Kon did Paprika, which I have not seen. I think they did Perfect Blue as well. Not that I'm aware of. Did they do Tokyo Godfathers?
Batman is a crypto neo-Marxist posing as a capitalist.
Thank you, Dr. Peterson. Welcome to the show. It's fine. Paprika is one of your favorite movies? It's one of my favorite spices. You bastard. Is Jabib still dead? Jabib's not dead, he's merely resting. That which is eternal cannot die. But given strange eons, even death may die. See that? Did you see that garbage? Where he hard countered my cool move after I'd made it? Not trying to tell you how to play, but to damage him, he has to hit the wall. I know that. Hitting him out of the middle doesn't damage him. This I know, but you have to hit him from the middle to make him go to the wall. You can't get him to move to the side without hitting him. You have no other way to control where he is. He follows you? Sort of. But see, like, here's what you don't get: is this is a game of strategy where if you stand too close to the edge, that also means that he can hit you into the edge. You see. So it's you have to position yourself. That should have hit him, I think. It's fine. Can you affect your vertical position? You can, sort of. It doesn't do you a lot of good. What kind of energy drink is that? It's a beer? It's an Earthworm Jim up the mash. See, it's like after I hit him successfully into the wall, he can decide whether or not he wants it to count. Actually, I decided I was spinning when you did that. I'm so salty. I'm legit mad that I'm about the booger monster I'm fighting in a video game for children from the 90s. Let's... My life is like a Christopher Nolan movie because women are involved, but it's never about the women. That was one of the funniest quotes of the final season of BoJack, in my opinion. Okay. Okay. Let's use some Tactical. It's fine. See what I mean? Well, that time he was spinning, but he spun just as I went in to hit him. Like, I promise you, this is so much harder than it looks. I get it, you can spin around. I can't, I'm not allowed to do that. So, your victories are hollow. If there's ever a good time for Jeepster to be comatose, it's right now. That's true. That's one thing we're blessed about in 2020 is we don't have to hear Jordan Peterson's takes on any of it. Can you imagine Jordan Peterson responding to having to wear a mask? There's not a chance he would do it. Did I just get a free one? It feels like the momentum that you have when you hit him should matter, but it doesn't.
The minute that you give in to their demands that you wear a mask, Bucko, let me tell you, that's how it started in Stalinist Russia. The state makes a demand of you, and you have to obey. And it doesn't matter the logical parameters of that demand. You either obey, or you are punished. Therefore, it is an imperative that we resist that command with the ferocity and tenacity with which we would disobey an authoritarian state. To show that no matter the situation, we will not be made into slaves.
That's Jordan Peterson on masks. Jordan Peterson's lucky in that, like, he would have told people not to wear masks, but now that he's in a coma, or rather recovering from his coma, during the situation, he can, like, later, when it's politically expedient, say that he was always in favor of wearing. He would have been in favor of wearing masks if he'd been around to be asked, you know?
What is a mask? It's an attempt to get us to all forfeit our identity. It's the ultimate conformity. It's a God gave man free will. And he didn't give it to us so that we could obey the whims of whatever government comes along.
What's my opinion on the Trap House Boys? They're mostly ding-dongs. Chepo it's weird, right? Because they're not as bad as the people who hate them think they are, but they're nowhere near as good as the people who like them think they are. Like their fans are like, Chepo is the reason there's a leftist movement in the West right now. Like, no, I don't think so. JP sounds like Schwarzenegger and Kermit's love child. I mean, I'm just doing Kermit.
If I wanted to do Schwarzenegger, it would sound like this.
I can only do like the most easy impressions. It's like how every stand-up comic is convinced they have a good Christopher Walken, and literally none of them ever do. I used to think Chapo were funny until I listened to an episode of them playing D&D, and it was just like, oh, there's nothing funny about this. Like, they're not making jokes, they're just saying things they know. I meant the way you were doing it a minute ago. Yeah, I mean, I was just doing Kermit. I wasn't doing Kermit plus Schwarzenegger.
Hi-ho, Kermit T. Frog here.
Schwarzenegger's more like this.
How do you even hurt the enemy's rope? I've gotten him down to almost dead a few times. Remember when I was doing this but with only one hit point? He was much easier to fight in level 2 than level 3, let me tell you. Peterson was so spot on, you should read 12 Years for Life as a Spoof. That's the thing, literally anyone can do a Jordan Peterson impression. It's the easiest impression in the world.
You just have to kind of put your voice in the back of your throat. And that's kind of how Jordan Peterson talks.
I can't do Fozzie. And I definitely can't do a Donald. I can't do Donald Duck. No one can. Jordan Peterson is like Skeletor, and anyone can do an impression of him. Or Dr. Claus, another one that anyone can do. I can do Mickey Mouse. I can do that. I can. I can't do anything else Mickey Mouse wise.
Dr. Claw, I can do though.
It's hard on the throat.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Oh! That's not Skeletor. That's just Jordan Peterson again. Yeah, He-Man. Yeah. Before I hit puberty, I used to be able to do an amazing Jigglypuff. But like, it's the one thing that changed when I hit puberty. Literally nothing else. Nothing else about me changed. Didn't hit the last note, but you get the idea. Dr. Claus, a libertarian skeptic YouTuber.
All statists want to talk about is the fucking roads. You're not considering positive rights versus negative rights.
I mean, I can still do a pretty good Jigglypuff, in my opinion. Used to be perfect, though. Used to be spot on. What's even the vague strategy? Like, it's hard to explain. Like, you kind of have to like lower him to the side, and then knock him into the wall, and then just hope he doesn't spin. Because if he spins, you're fucked. But if you do that, he can also just get you in the side as well. And sometimes doing it makes you hit the side. It's a very hard minigame. Also, maybe I shouldn't be giving strategy, given that I keep losing it. Am I reading Twitch chat? No. Just kidding, I read that from Twitch chat. Meowth says trans rights. Wasn't Meowth's voice actor trans? Meowth. That's right. There were those that said it couldn't be done. Never again will I be stuck on that level. What if I beat this race and then it's like, it's not a problem, part 4. No! Just use your shields. Use your shields. That's what they're there for. Don't have any left. That's fine. You missed it, Cycro. You missed the goddamn warp. Many of you didn't believe in my power. And here I am, undefeated. Level 5. Couldn't even give it a fucking name, huh? Very rude. Very rude. Yo, come. Leave me alone. It's my birthday. Can't get up that way. That's fine. I don't need to. Remember this? Remember Birthworm Jim when you could play the actual game? There's a hard mode. Can you imagine? You got a whip! Oh my god. In some versions this isn't even the 5th level. I mean, is it in this version? Well, how was I to know that would happen? Now what? What? Where do I go? Do I go back? I hate these enemies, let me tell you. This game is just like full of bullshit. On a scale of 1 to ass, it's very ass. Like, do I have to go all the way back to the other escalator? Is that the idea? 'Cause that sucks, and I shouldn't have to. It's my birthday. I did succeed. I bet you thought you were gonna come here and I'd still be on that level, but joke's on you, I beat it a couple of minutes ago. Okay. Fuck this level, I hate it. Did my Animal Crossing tent celebrate my birthday? Fucked if I know. I haven't played that game in a while. Animal Crossing served me well, but I've let it go for the time being. This game would be better off if it was more zoomed out. Yeah, this level in particular. Because you also don't have time to like plan your jumps, because if you stand around, you're gonna get shocked. Who's my favorite villager? That would be my robot guy, Sprocket. Why? Jump in place to plan jumps? Yeah, but like, I guess that solves the problem temporarily. It doesn't exactly... Wasn't there a live-action Earthworm Jim? No. There was not. These sound effects are giving me flashbacks? Yeah. I mean, we've officially passed the part that I remember from my childhood, because I never got this far as a kid. Is that it? Who the heck is Dougie 10 Nipples? Google it. Google it 10 discrete. Google 10 nipples. See what happens. Must have been one of the nightmares this game gave me. Why would this game give you nightmares? This isn't a scary game. I don't think a SNES game ever gave me nightmares. To be honest. Which is, you know, not like to make fun of you because I'm very scared of video games as an adult. Not all video games. I don't find Sonic the Hedgehog scary unless he's a werehog. Then it's very scary. Never played Equinox, huh? I have not. I'm trying to think what would be the scariest game I ever played on SNES. Like maybe Doom or something? But even then, like, the PC version scared me more. I think, like, the sun from Super Mario Bros. 3 and the mask from Super Mario Bros. 2 scared me, but that's the NES, that's not the SNES. Do I have to? What? What? The part of Super Metroid where Crocomire melts? See, like, I think I was never scared of media as a kid unless someone told me I should be. So, like, Metroid wasn't a horror game, so I'm like, no, I'm not supposed to be scared of this. Why would I be? But, like, if something was horror, I would just be like, oh yeah, then I'm scared. You know? Can you play Math Blaster for your next stream? No. As embarrassing as this stream has been, that would be far worse. When I was a kid, they would make us play Math Blaster in computer class, and what I would do is I would just set it to the easiest setting, and then it became a video game instead of educational. Metroid is a horror game? I don't think it is, though. I think it's an action game with horror elements. This sucks. You know what I've learned about Birthworm Jim is that most of it is like not fun at all. Yeah, I imagine Dead Space would spook you at 10 or 11. That's a legit spooky game. I think you'd be well within your rights to be spooked as a grown adult. Is that Professor Monkey for a head? What scares me now, TS? I mean, plenty of stuff scares me. Spiders. He's shooting eyeballs at me. He knows. Give me the health, though. I want that one, too. You bastard. Okay, it's all fine. Yep. This seems like mini boss town. I thought I just died. I was like, yep. Couldn't figure it out. There's just more floor, it's fine. It's fine. What? Okay. Okay. The fan gets me past the Daleks. Thank you. Let's go ahead and... No. That's not what I wanted. Anything with more than 3 eyeballs terrifies me. What about 2 people? Gotcha. Gotcha there, huh? Accidentally rewinded. Birthworm Jim is not a good game. I mean, it has good elements, and you also have to put it in the context of its time, right? There weren't a lot of games like it when it came out. But yeah, it's got a lot of problems. I mean, a lot of the problems, too, are things that, like... Even as a kid, I was like, this sucks. Like, the hit detection was always bad. Bullshit. Bullshit. No. Frieza never scared me, but I remember thinking a lot as a kid that because Frieza was an alien, he would have different guts than me. And for some reason, that made me so uncomfortable. Like, just thinking about Frieza's guts and like what it would feel like to be Frieza and have his guts instead of my guts. I don't know if Frieza's non-binary. He's a feat. For a second, I thought that was the end of the level. And I thought we'd done it when nobody thought we could. Son of a bitch. Frieza's guts is the least of his concerns, to be honest. I'm not so certain that's true. Because Goku's always cutting up his guts with his best friend Vegeta. There's no gender for Namekians or Frieza's species. Yeah, but like, by that argument, Piccolo is also non-binary. I don't think any creature in a piece of media that comes from a species that doesn't have gender is therefore non-binary. Well, folks, you know, we had a lot of fun here today. I think that's gonna do me. It's my birthday. It's almost not my birthday, and I can't keep streaming while my birthday is not happening, so that's gonna have to be it, I think. Have a wonderful night. We beat the submarine level, and that's all we wanted to do, and that's all I meant to do. So I've accomplished everything I possibly could. Have a beautiful night. I love each and every one of you because you're all my children.